Barry Elkin,
Hello.
who I've known since I was 15. And here we are in New York City. And we wanted to talk to you very briefly about connection, because connection is what we have. And Barry is a specialist in connection. It's what drives his life. He's really good at it. So I was wondering, Barry,
Yeah.
any thoughts that you want to share about why you think connection at this point in time in life, or any time,
Anytime.
is important? What do you think, and can you relate that at all to us and our friends?
Oh, sure. Well, first of all, on one level, there's a certain amount of hello. Uh,
He's never done this before.
um, humility involved, a certain amount of realizing the opportunities and the strength that comes from synergy, and we all need feedback.
Mm.
And there was a time in life where we were totally dependent upon connection, being fed, etc., from our parents. And some people have veered off and have become very independent. But as every study shows, the people who have the most connections are the healthiest.
Mm. So one of the things that just happened here was we got together with, I think there were 6 of us who have been connected since we were 15.
Since we went to camp together.
Yes. And you talked about feedback, and I know one of the things that was really important for me was to get the feedback. Well, there's love feedback, right? And then there's, like, I asked you how you thought I was doing, and I really wanted to hear your answer because, well, you love me and I love you, but also I trust your honesty. And that's, oof, you don't get that everywhere.
No. And again, the deeper the connection, the more trust that one has.
Mm-hmm.
And with that trust comes honesty. And feeling that if you're giving someone feedback, if you're giving me, I know where that it's coming from your heart, as opposed to wanting to dominate.
Oh God, no.
Right,
Yeah,
I know,
yeah.
but I'm saying that it's trusting. It's trust, and without that feeling of excessive vulnerability, one can enjoy the other's company and one's own self if one is not at all feeling guarded. So it's being able to let down one's own defenses to let somebody else in. And I think that's how humans need that.
Yeah. I've been really experiencing that since we've been here in New York together, just very, very short time, not even a day yet. And it takes my breath away, actually, to hang out with you and the other guys that we were all hanging out with, our friends. It touches my heart. It makes me feel vulnerable in the very best kind of way. Like I'm feeling it right now as I'm talking to you.
Yeah. Well, it takes courage. It takes courage to connect, because, and not to be depressing, but all connections
Go ahead.
ultimately end.
Yeah.
Every connection dies, and it takes a certain amount of courage to be able to say, you know what, even though I know it's going to end, I'm going to really enjoy this moment.
This moment. We've been doing that, and so we're of a certain, we're all in our 70s, right?
Yeah.
So we think about this stuff, and if you're watching this and you're getting towards there or near or there, you know that every moment is precious. You know you may never have it again, and while it could be depressing, it actually sweetens everything too.
Oh, absolutely. For me, and to be honest, the reason why I do it is because it's more fun. To being connected with someone else is fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
If one can live in the moment. Obviously, there are some unhealthy connections, but what we got and what we have with the rest of our friends are extraordinarily healthy connections, which in part acknowledge the last 60 years. To be with someone who's known you for 60 years is almost gives you a sort of justification, because you're being acknowledged by someone else, and people know where you've been, know where you are, can empathize more, and also feel empathized with.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because these are all guys that I'm with, and normally what?
Wendy's the only person who's broken through. Really, it's been
Yeah.
a guy thing since we were 15 years old. And Wendy was, it was Wendy and the Lost Boys.
We're still lost. But yeah, it's so normally, right? My women friends, you may relate. Women are very special to each other, and this is a different kind of connection, a different kind of depth, a different kind of decades of memory. And I think the most important thing about what we're saying right now to me is I'm just feeling my heart as we're talking. I really feel it, and I hope you all can feel it, because this is not an easy thing to do. It's not an easy thing to do, but I wouldn't give it up for the world, and it's worth the effort. All of us have made effort, like to be here this weekend, absolutely effort.
If you like music, you like harmony. You can't do harmony by yourself. We make harmony. There's a certain synergy, there's harmony, there's playing off of each other, and knowing that it's safe.
Yeah.
And I think any of us could just about say anything to each other and benefit from it.
Yeah, benefit from it. That's a good way to stop.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I'm wishing you harmony also.
And good connections.
And good connections. Bye.
Bye.